Union Station that was built in 1873. This has unique coffered roof and a unique style of Doric columns.
The Fairmont Royal was built in 1929. The building is known to be chateau-esque, which is distinctly a Canadian form of architecture. There are 28 floors and was the tallest building in Toronto and the British Empire until the Canadian Bank of Commerce was built.
Royal Bank Plaza. It was built in 1976. The windows are formed with gold.
The Toronto Dominion Centre was built in 1964 to 69. Phyllis Lambert, an architectural student at the time, requested that Ludwig Mies van der Rohe was the best person to design this building.
First Canadian Place is known as BMO. Nowadays was built in 1975. This is the tallest building in Canada.
Scotiabank was built in 1985 and completed in 1988. This building was the third tallest building in Canada with 68 floors. The windows are dark tinted glass framed by granite.
CIBC Old and New Building. It was built in 1927 to 31. This contains of Romanesque revival details.
The formerly known BCE Place is now known as the Brookfield Place. It was built in 1990 to 92. It is a style of postmodernism, and there are arches that support the building, also called vaulted domes.
Hockey Hall of Fame, established in 1943 and was dedicated to the history of ice hockey. Gable roof and entrance is made with a style of arch.
The St. Lawrence Centre for the Performing Arts was built in 1970. The purpose of this building is for the Performing Arts Theatre Complex located downtown Toronto.
Sony Center for the Performing Arts, 1960 to 2008. The roof of the entrance is monopitched and only supported on one side. And Peter Moore Building. This building has 3.5 stories and was established in 1872 to 1873 by Walter Strickland Design. The building has cast iron on front elevation. This building is also one of the few remaining buildings in Ontario with cast iron facade. Beardmore Building has both the style of Second Empire and French Renaissance. Slate mansard roof and pressed metal cornice are shown in this building. Also, there are rounded dormer window that is placed in center, and the front side of the building contains arched windows and door openings at the street level. The basic interior contains a brick load-bearing walls at the sides and rear.
The Flatiron Building was built in 1892 as a 5-story building made with red bricks in a narrow wedge shape at the front side of the building. The St. Lawrence Market. The public had been held on the north side of the building since 1803, and the most recent build was in 1968.
In Lawrence Hall, it was built in 1854, and this building is for the Toronto's public meeting hall, home to public gathering and concerts, and used Italian Renaissance architecture with Corinthian columns.
St. James Cathedral was built in 1797 with Gothic Revival architecture throughout it, including stained glass windows, the pointed arches, high ceilings, and the pinnacles.
Toronto Street Post Office, also known as Toronto's 7th Post Office, built in 1853. This building has columns that have the style of Ionic.
Lastly is the Consumers Gas Building. This was the head office building of the Consumers Gas Company and remained that way for 125 years. It has been built in stages starting in 1852 by Joseph Sheard. David Brash Dick took over and designed the second edition and also integrated both sections to have the same appearance. It reflects a Renaissance revival style and has ornate windows and Corinthian columns that are made of granite taken from the Bay of Fundy. The upper levels are all office spaces, while on the ground floor it is designed to be a customer service area. It has brass teller cages and a beautiful and intricate mosaic floor. In total, the building process went from 1852 to 1899. This company provided all of Toronto with lamplight throughout the streets, later providing light for businesses and homes as well. The company moved from this building in 1977. It has since needed to be renovated, and today it serves as the restaurant for the Rosewater Supper Club.